What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing our daily transfer updates for Manchester City throughout all of the January transfer window. So make sure, like always, if you are interested, then make sure you subscribe by pressing that red button, pressing the bell, and putting your push notifications on. We're aiming for, what should we say, 5,300 subscribers. We're currently 79 away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. If you want to stay up to date and in the loop with everything happening with Manchester City transfer news, then make sure you go and check out my social media links, Twitter and Instagram, in description below and popping up on screen. I'll retweet sources and tweets about things happening ASAP, so it's worthwhile. Follow me on there. And don't forget, leave a thumbs up if you enjoy this video, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So we're going to crack on with this video, and it should just be a nice short video because we've got only 3 bits of news that's been happening over the last day or so. So, proper transfer story, this one. I don't know where they get it from, but I love it. Anyway, a source in France, why France are speaking about this, they're saying that Tammy Abraham, he's stalling on a new deal at Chelsea because he wants to assess his options, and apparently Manchester City could well be a target for him going into the summer. Now, there might be a little bit of common sense coming into play here because we know Manchester City want to chase homegrown players, and Tammy Abraham would be classed as homegrown. Manchester City are also, we know, chasing a striker. We're looking for a long-term successor to Sergio Aguero. Obviously, we've already got Gabriel Jesus, but if Aguero leaves in the next 18 months, we've got just Gabriel Jesus, that's an out-and-out striker, so City will be looking for a long-term replacement for Sergio Aguero. I imagine that will be coming in the summer, and so if Tammy Abraham was available, I can imagine Manchester City perhaps being interested, but a young, English, promising striker, just imagine the fee. That just stinks of being ripped off, and this just stinks of being a proper transfer season rumour, but it makes me feel warm inside because I've missed these stories. Now, the next story that's been coming out is about a player who's called Noah Okafor. I hope that's how you say his name, Okafor. He's been linked with Manchester City, though, according to reports in Spain and Italy. Apparently, Juventus, Inter Milan, Borussia Dortmund, AC Milan and Manchester City are all keen on the 19-year-old Swiss winger who is currently playing for Basel in Switzerland. Now, there's no mention of a fee, but I'm almost certain that our name's been chucked out for this young, promising winger because they want to, well, Basel want to put the fee up, so they know that if they link Manchester City, who's got money in clubs, and you've got teams like AC Milan chasing them, like, no disrespect to them, but you've got various clubs chasing a player, you know that if you can link some of the strongest financial teams in Europe around, then you know you're going to try and boost up the fee. This is why, what I was mentioning yesterday, why Manchester City go to places like South America, like Spain, like Portugal for their players, because they've got release clauses so they don't get ripped off as soon as another club gets linked with a player, because these clubs know that if there's at least two clubs, good clubs that are getting linked, they know that they can then rip you off. And Manchester City have always been quite reluctant when it comes to the transfer window and paying big fees because, well, they don't want to get ripped off, which I can understand, but with how the season's going this season, it's starting to tell the City not prepared to, well, pay the money for certain players. So whether that comes to a head in this transfer window or the summer, and I've got a feeling at one of the next 2 windows that will happen, and City will pay a good fee for at least one player. Who that will be, I do not know. Maybe you can leave that in the comments below. But I'm almost certain that City will be breaking the bank at some point. I'm not talking like £200 million like PSG did with Neymar, or Mbappe for like £160 million. But I am talking breaking the current transfer record, which I think is like £60 to £65 million. I reckon we could be seeing a £75 to £85 million player joining Manchester City. And I think that leads us nicely onto the last story, and possibly the most interesting, and it is one that over the next few months I'll be keeping my eye on, and it comes in the form of Lautaro Martinez. I hope that's how you say his name. He's been getting linked with Manchester City too. This is reported as a summer deal. This is various Italian sources and a Spanish source too, and apparently City have long been hunting that Sergio Aguero replacement, and according to these rumours are saying that City have now identified their man as being Martinez, a 22-year-old Argentinian striker who's been doing really well in Serie A this season with Inter Milan. Now, this rumour has come around, I feel, because there was a picture, whilst I presume it was a winter break or his family were on holiday or something, but Martinez's brother was pictured wearing a Manchester City shirt whilst on holiday. We can read more into that if we want to. I won't make too much of a big deal of that, because I'm fairly sure when them Isco rumours were going around, there was pictures surfacing of Isco wearing a Manchester City shirt too, which obviously ended up joining Real Madrid, and he's been linked for the last, I think I read it's like the last 13 windows or something like that. So we don't want to read too much into it. I mean, to be fair, I've got an Atletico Madrid top, I've got a Real Madrid top, I've got an FC Porto top, I've got a PSG top. Doesn't mean I support these teams, doesn't mean I have any association with these teams. I just like football, and I like the football tops. Like, I go to these countries and I think that shirt looks nice, I'll buy that shirt, wear that shirt, and yeah, we go from there. Like, I like collecting football tops, just one of them things. Maybe Martinez's brother likes doing that, and maybe Man City's his favourite team in England. I do not know. But reports in Spain, they're reporting that Barcelona are also chasing Martinez, and they've been reporting a fee, which I found interesting, at £84 million. Now, I was under the illusion that Inter weren't prepared to sell for anything less than €100 million, which is roughly between £90 to £95 million. So it's a little bit of a drop there. Will Manchester City spend that much? Like I said, it's getting to a point where Manchester City, if they want the top class players and they want to bridge that gap between us and Liverpool and try and retain the Premier League and try and win more trophies and get ourselves back right to the top of the English pedigree and start competing for all 4 trophies and being competitive and being a serious challenge, and not, is it 11 points behind with a couple of games in hand for Liverpool. But yeah, if we want to do that, then we're going to have to bring in top class players. We're going to have to replace the core spine that we've had here for years, the players like David Silva, who to me I'd have Phil Foden ready-made there, but players like Sergio Aguero, I'm talking other players, Fernandinho too. These are players that we're going to have to replace, and we're going to have to spend good money, because these players that I've mentioned, like, gone are the days of spending £30 to £35 million and signing top-class players. You want top-class players now? Double that price, add on a little bit more, and if they're English, add on even more. It's absolutely crazy. So yeah, that's been the video. I'd love to know your thoughts on that Martinez transfer in the comments below. So don't forget, like I said, if you're interested, daily Manchester City transfer updates throughout all of the winter January transfer window. So make sure you press that red button, subscribe, press the bell, and put your push notifications on to be notified immediately when I upload, so you've been kept in the loop as quickly as possible. Social media links in description below for my Twitter and Instagram. If you want to go and follow me on there, leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, so I know that you enjoyed this video and it really helps me out, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Like I said, Martinez transfer, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. So I've been JSGC, I'll see you all again tomorrow for the next Manchester City daily transfer update. Peace. Ciao for now.